Many times Nigerians take on jobs because of money. You understand? They want to survive. It's legitimate. It's a human need. But if you know you're going to take on a job in terms of in the area of security, I feel like you have a higher calling. I don't know. It's different from just sitting in an office and typing. I'm not saying that's bad, but if you're going to take on the role of security at any point, you need to be aware that your role is very, very significant.
Very key.
You should not be bought over with money because you should remember that in that area, the people that are there, they have families. You have your own family as well. You should always think about, okay, if this were my, if this is someone else and the person is in charge of my family, how would I want them to discharge their duties? Because at the end of the day, for people that have working consciences, they shouldn't actually be bought over with money or with any promise of anything for another human life. Someone I don't know what happened. We were talking, and then one of the things you mentioned is that even things as, I don't know if that term I can use, as minute or as little as when you're taking a bike. She used to say that if she's going to where this thing is, she'll tell the bike man to stop here or here. So she won't let the person drop her at her exact location. So that by the time the person is going back to wherever he's going, she's either walking back to like this or she's going like this. So what she was trying to tell me was, you can't put your security in the hands of public transport operators. You understand? Yes, I know sometimes, maybe you're coming from the market, you have a lot of luggage and all. The person where they are alive, they go market the next time.
Welcome to Tebiba Podcast.
Hello, everybody. We are glad to have you on an exciting episode of Tebiba Podcast. This is a platform where we explore big ideas and ask meaningful questions. We also make you uncomfortable so that you can be comfortable towards the right direction. And today, I'm your host, Sunshine. Happy to be here. I have with me Mercy.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Mercy.
Yeah, thank you for having me again.
Thank you for joining us. And also, we have Burning Fingers.
Yes.
Hello. I'm so glad to be here. Thank you, Sunshine.
Yeah, thank you for joining us, gracing us with your beautiful presence and voice. Yeah.
It's nice to be here.
Okay.
Hi, Mercy.
Hi.
So today we are examining a serious issue, so we may not be all smiles like before. And one of the most significant threats to security in Nigeria these days is kidnapping. Right? Kidnapping is something that people are aware of. Nearly everybody in Nigeria, defending whatever part of the country you are in, actually, everyone is aware that it's happening. And kidnapping is not just one single crime or one separate crime. It's also tied to many other security threats like about banditry, organ trafficking, and so many other things. And one of the things we are hoping to do, or that we want to do through this podcast today, through this episode, is to look at the issue and look at its different angles and then profess solutions and even cause you yourself to consider certain things that you probably have not thought about before. And it is one of the most pressing issues for almost every Nigerian. Of course, we know that all over the world there are different reasons why people might feel insecure in a particular area. But for people in Nigeria, there are specific things that contribute to that feeling of insecurity. One of them is kidnapping. And it's sad because in a way, kidnapping in Nigeria is not just one isolated crime. It's probably like something within a web of other crimes. Like it's almost like there's an insecurity industry and kidnapping is just one avenue. How do I mean? So on this podcast, I don't know, depending on the time you watch this, we've spoken or we'll speak about blood money, right? And one of the things that we have continued to see, both in the movies and even in people's experiences when they get ransomed and whatever, is that they always mention one thing or the other, that these kidnappers, they have this syndicate here, this person there, they have this hideout and all of that. Now, it means that kidnapping is a very serious issue because kidnapping is tied to ritual killing. Kidnapping is tied to organ trafficking. Kidnapping is, just all those scary details, things that they send cold shivers down your spine. You probably think it's just from the movies where they are actually real happening to people, because we've seen people who were ransomed, describe the gruesome deaths that they witnessed, right? So, one way or the other, it's easy for us to say, the government should do this, the government should do that. But at the end of the day, how about individuals? How about, organizations? What efforts do we think can actually be put in place?
Yeah, kidnapping. It's a subject that I don't like to talk about, not because it's not worth talking about, but because of the pain that comes with talking about it, especially when you cannot do anything about it. Can't do anything to, ameliorate the situation, and it's quite really painful. More painful when it is obvious that the ones who are supposed to cover you are the ones exposing you, and they don't even care. They don't care what happens to you. The government that is supposed to be, responsible for your welfare, for your well-being as a citizen, does not care, does not even know what happens to you, does not care what happens to you. And it's really painful because I've I've seen, there are countries, and you oh God, it's really annoying. Really, really annoying. Kidnapping is such it's a big deal, especially in Nigeria. You are leaving your house and you don't even know whether you're going to come back. Not that your health is failing, not that you've done anything wrong. Someone just comes from nowhere and then carries you to where you don't know and is demanding ransom. Will get the ransom and still take your life. It doesn't make any sense, really.
Now, more than before, we have this case to be on in the increase side more than ever before. This case, it is not as if it has not been there. It has always been there. Kidnapping has always been there. You know, when we talk about rituals and all of that in those days, they will have to kidnap a child to use. They will have to
or deceive the
entrap
child,
or
yes.
deceive the child, entrap people. But now, what we commonly have, like commonly, is robbery. But in the actual sense, kidnapping has take over robbery self. Because people can actually, when you hear people saying that they prefer being robbed than being kidnapped, do you know the trauma they have went through? Do you know the kind of fear that
Torture.
kidnapping has sent into their spine? That is, people could say that they should just rob us. Imagine which one is good?
None
of them actually, but people are still like,
a better evil.
a better evil. Imagine people are still saying that they prefer to be robbed than to be kidnapped because life is involved.
Actually, losing your life could be involved in robbery too.
both
but
of them
the chances are just
The chances is very
still
high
better.
in being kidnapped, and because they pay ransom, that does not guarantee
Doesn't guarantee
the
really.
delivery, the life delivery at the end of the day, that you will leave that place if they did not get money. There are a lot of people that people did not even know where they are.
True.
Maybe it is
families
because
love
some
them
people's
for-
family is still okay, that the person can call
pay
them,
ransom, yes.
can
So
call and let me just call. Let me call my father, let me call my mother, let me call my uncle, sister. People that they do not know whom they could call. They will just be there.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, probably they will dissect them and sell their part for organ trafficking and all of that. It is sad
really
that
sad.
in this time and age now, it is very, very pronounced. It is very, very aware. So everybody is praying. You are no more praying, God, just help me. You are praying, let me not fall into the hands of kidnappers. You are now specifying the prayer. It is as bad as that. Before we just pray, God protect us as we go, as we come. Now you are praying, God, as we are going. Don't let us, it is as clear as day that we live in this world of any bad, you can find yourself in a bad situation. Excuse me, any bad in which kidnapping is not exempted. So I think one way that I will say that people should just be careful, be aware of your environment. Even though I was in a conversation with some friends in Ibadan, that this Mikra alone, they are carrying people. Mikra, Keke, they are carrying people, not even outside Ibadan, like inside Ibadan. they are carrying people, kidnapping people. So I was not like, how is this thing happening? They said they can never take Mikra or Keke. They prefer to take Okada.
But that one too has its dangers.
Though it has, but that's what we are saying.
No, there was a time it was bike.
Yes, it was
It was bike that was used for kidnapping.
In different parts of Nigeria, not just even Ibadan.
Imagine. So I would just say people should be aware of their environment. Be at alert at any small, tiniest thing that is happening. Be suspicious every now and then.
No one is coming to save you in Nigeria.
Because
there's no government. There's nobody. There was this
how
time
many things that people will just be saying government. How many things government will do?
No, but honestly, there are actually some things that are responsibilities of the government. Now, being careful is not the responsibility of the government.
Okay.
But the issue of curbing this kidnapping thing.
How? By the government.
Yes, the government there are structures that could be put in place.
We have them. We have the security men.
Enough?
We have the security men.
Are they doing?
We have the police. We have vigilante. We have different. In different states, we have different, even states, paramilitaries.
Yeah. So if they're effective, do you think this same issue will still be as dominant as it is?
Then how is that problem of the government?
Honestly, I feel in a well-structured... Take, for example, there was this time a citizen of the US was kidnapped in Nigeria.
Okay.
US sent just 4? In fact, they were not even dressed. Came into the country, they saved their citizen, flew the citizen out of Nigeria, and the military in Nigeria did not even know. They were not aware. Yes. So now, talking about that, that's a country whose government is, responsible, takes responsibility for our citizens, cares about them. Do you think this kind of thing will happen to a Nigerian outside Nigeria? OYO is what?
I understand that. But what I'm driving at is that it is not the responsibility of the government. Government has made the platform. They have employed people. What are the people they're doing?
That's the same thing.
If
they're not doing anything, if they're not effective, it's the responsibility of the government to change them. Yes, to ensure that they're effective. Okay. If the military in the US were not effective, do you think they'll be able to do what they did?
Okay, if they change them, agreed, they should change them. Are they not going to still have these other people there?
I think it's just boils down to what I'm trying to say for human life.
That's what I'm saying.
This is what I'm actually saying, is that people in that organization, they themselves, they should not see that job as a money-making platform.
What makes them see the job as a money-making platform? What do you think makes them see that job as a money-making platform?
Because they don't want to die. You see policemen getting money, or you see their whenever they see armed men, they first run away. They run away. Share you people that you came to do this job. Share you not know that this is a matter of saving lives.
So it means there is something wrong with their purpose of being there.
From them.
Yes, there is something wrong because you can't.
That's what I'm saying. There is some now people that you say, okay, you want to serve the citizen, you want to serve your country, you want to protect.
Yeah.
Then you are now there. You are not now doing anything.
That's what I'm saying. So there is a reason why they're not doing anything.
Why?
And yes, I may not know, but there is definitely a reason why they're not doing anything. And if they're not doing anything, it's the responsibility of those that put them there to ensure that they're either doing what they're supposed to do or they are changed. Put people who will do what they're supposed to do there. The government will not do everything, but the government can put people who are supposed to do what is supposed to be done.
It looks like insecurity is an industry on its own in Nigeria.
Of course.
So
with different departments.
Yes. Because he just spoke about saving they don't want to lose their lives. Now, let's take for instance that we may not have the details, so we can only use examples and hypotheses. So what I'm trying to say is, for instance, there's a DPO, what do you call them? Like the small guys in the environment of the policemen or the army or whatever. If these people that want to perpetrate evil have formidable figures in politics, in office, those ones are likely going to, maybe use money or threats or whatever to silence the people that are in charge of security in that area. That's separate. Now, there are some other instances where they may not even have told them ahead of time that they are going to do one thing or the other. Is when they finish doing it, they will not gonna give them their own cuts. So
Caught in what, like paying
Their
them.
portion.
we can't tell. We don't have, that I said, we don't have the details. Because really, if there is no kickback, if there is no reward, if there's no benefit from these things, there shouldn't be this consistent lack of
Okay, I think I got you.
Yeah.
Because for every operations of these kidnappers,
Mhm.
and especially in a particular area,
Mm.
that the government must have marked that this area
It's notorious.
is
Mhm.
notorious.
Mm-hmm.
The criminal activity here is on the high level.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm.
they know, but they are scared to intervene.
That's what I'm
So
talking
if
about.
not that their boss in that area knows something about it, and going behind to, like you said, to settle them in a way that, see, this place, so do this. So I would agree in a way that those people, they are going backward, going at the back of the government itself. That's why I said government. If you talk about government, government is everywhere.
Yeah, sure.
Government does not only come from the president.
Of course.
So when a particular constituency is not doing good, then let us ask the leadership.
Yeah, that's the
there.
thing. Yes, government cannot see everything. Government does not know everything. But government expects a result, I believe.
Oh,
right?
Fine, yes.
Yeah. So if for 4 years, 8 years, the result you expect is not forthcoming, what do? You check it. It means something is wrong somewhere. That's what I'm saying. It's not like government is directly at fault.
There should be checks and
but there should be checks. Yeah, what is going on? What's wrong? We're expecting a particular result. We're not getting it. Something has to be wrong. What's wrong? Then let's change it. You can't do the same thing the same way and expect a different result. That's what I'm saying.
Because we are just saying this thing has become a business,
Yes,
an industry,
yes,
of course,
in Nigeria, that
yes.
people, they know themselves. They are now linking themselves up. Okay,
Yeah.
when we know that this area, this route is very, very high risky now. When they know that people are not taking this area, they switch.
They change.
They change to another place, and you'll be like,
And they
this thing
change
that
the
you see-
strategy.
Exactly. So I will, apart from people being aware of their environment, listening to news, especially getting information on the best routes. If you want to go to Abuja now, you must first ask questions.
Sure.
Because if you don't ask questions,
Not just Abuja.
don't just.
Anywhere.
I'm not saying because Abuja
Yeah.
is very
Anywhere.
common.
Yeah, true.
That is most, especially when you get to that Ado, Kogi and all of that area that leads to, it is very, very paramount that you kindly find this criminal activity along that area. And the people that you would see, I mean, the security men you would see, they are just there to get your money,
It's
to
sad.
collect money.
It's sad.
When there was a time we were traveling, I don't know where we're going, we met about over 10 checkpoints of the policemen, including the army. What are we doing there? Settling them. What if there is a contraband? What if there is
You're
something?
settling them. Is that the same
driver
people?
was
So
settling
what
them.
if that vehicle that you were in was containing armed men,
That's what I'm
disguised?
saying, in
And they
disguise.
settle the same people. You see what I'm talking about? You settle the same people who are supposed to ensure protection and security. You settle them and you then go ahead to perpetrate whatever even you want to. That's what I'm saying. So there is something wrong with the system. Okay, let's talk. Let's divert a little. Not just road kidnapping. Now, what about schools? Talk about the Chibok girls.
That year.
How many years ago till now? Nothing. That's the saddest part. Nothing was done. Nothing. There was no tangible thing done about it. So children should not go to school. There was a time we heard letters were being sent to states. University students are
coming.
Yeah, university students are not at peace. They're not at rest because the bandits could come at any time. So it's sad.
That's very
It's
sad.
sad, really.
That's very sad. We just hope that like we used to say, that it's not everything that you keep praying. Though you pray, there is place for prayer.
Of course, yeah.
Then there is place for doing.
Watch and
Actually. So as we keep living our daily lives and all of that, we should keep praying and maybe pray for all these our military and paramilitary organizations so that they can actually dispense their work.
So that's where I'm going now. So I was speaking about the value of human life and the need, the sense of responsibility. So if we understand, because at the end of the day, I know that sometimes, or let's say many times, Nigerians take on jobs because of money. You understand? They want to survive. It's legitimate. It's a human need. But if you know you're going to take on a job in terms of in the area of security, I feel like you have a higher calling. I don't know. It's different from just sitting in an office and typing. I'm not saying that's bad, but if you're going to take on the role of security at any point, you need to be aware that your role is very, very significant.
Very, very key.
You should not be bought over with money because you should remember that in that area, the people that are there, they have families. You have your own family as well. You should always think about, okay, if this were my, if this is someone else and the person is in charge of my family, my that, how would I want them to discharge their duties? Because at the end of the day, for people that have working consciences, they shouldn't actually be bought over with money or with any promise of anything for another human life.
And I also think one of the things that the government can do is that, in the US, we have about 46 plus security agency that they are in different places for different things.
Yeah.
A sheriff will not come and intervene into what FBI will be doing. FBI will not come and intervene in what Interpol will do. They have their own jurisdiction and their own power, and they stick to it. So
and they are very effective at it.
It is effective. But in Nigeria, you will see a policeman doing the work of safety, FRSC. You see them doing the work of VIO.
So there's no regard for even.
They are not even doing their own personal work. They are not even doing that, and you will still see all others people doing what the other organization ought to do. So why not focus on what you are? And if you want to have, you see some states. That is why some states have their own kind of vigilantes, OPC, or Amotekun, like for the states. For the states. But if the government could have a structure, other paramilitaries who can sit into these slightest things, that is kidnapping and ransoming, all of that, not put everything on police all the time. Police should actually come. It should be joint effort. Police should actually come after all those ones have, because police cannot go inside the bush. But all those ones can go inside the bush. Once they now apprehend them, or they have done their due diligence in apprehending those culprits in that area, they cannot bring them to the police. But we expect that the police should go inside the bush.
They are not equipped for that.
They are not trained for that, sir.
Yeah.
They are still not even a match up for armed men, armed robbers,
armed civilians, not to talk
armed
of
men that
these things.
Armed robber that has
sophisticated equipment. Yeah.
They are still not. By the time they are doing their own bullet magazine like this,
the machine
those
gun has
people
gone.
they have M16, they have M12. We are carrying something that by the time we shoot one like this, we need to reload again. They are carrying machine gun. So these things they are very, very important, that they need to be put in place.
Sure.
Need to be put in place. So I don't know. And if government would say maybe there is no money to cater for this.
The question is: is security really a priority? Because at the end of the day, there's money, but
that's where I'm going. You talked about value for human lives, and I've not been to the US, I've not been to China, I've not been to Korea, but trust me, I love these guys. The way the government take their citizens personal, the way the military in China, in Korea, in the US, take the lives of their citizens so personal, they would lay their lives for their citizens. That's how much.
Nigeria, my country.
It's like, when you wish, like, how I wish this would happen in my country. When someone is in danger, you don't even know what. This is not just war. Not war. someone is in danger, a community is in danger, you don't know what it is, and in split seconds,
Before you know it,
they are there.
they
The
are
ones
there.
on air, the ones on land, the ones in water, and their priority is to save all the lives that they can save first, putting their lives in the line.
I can say we are behind when it comes to sophisticated weapons, machineries, and all of that.
It's not
in
just about the
Nigeria.
weapons in Nigeria, it's the heart. Yes.
Mm.
It's not just about the weapon.
No, I'm just saying.
Even if we have the weapons, who are those that want to
will
use the
use the
weapons?
weapons, yeah.
Why do they want to use the weapons?
We have some many in the army that actually they love. That is their. I have some people
They
personally
like it.
that
Yes, true.
they are
They
ready.
really want to fight for the
Like
country.
they are ready to fight for
Yes.
for their
For how
country,
many are
for their
there?
motherland. They are ready, like
Yeah.
100%, but they are incapacitated.
Yes. Number one, they are not so many in number. Number two, they don't have the support that they need
They
to
need.
carry out what they really want to do.
By the time they are going this way, in one
Yeah.
way they have been ambushed by
Exactly.
even within them.
Yes.
Even
yes,
within
exactly.
them, you will hear different stories. That is when they were going for a particular rescue mission, and they just they will just encounter something that rescue mission
Will be
that
haunted.
was planned in secret. How do
Traitors.
the traitors know? How do the culprits know
Yeah.
that they were coming?
Yeah.
Sadly.
Traitors.
It's just sad. It's just sad. So apart from we praying to God and all of that, we should also
Take
be vigilant.
responsibility.
Yes, that's where I was going. That
And do you think-
citizens should please.
Yes, take responsibility for
Please
yourself.
take responsibility for your safety. I was going to say something. There's one of my friends, no, not a friend, but someone I don't know what happened. We were talking, and then one of the things she mentioned is that even things as, I don't know if that term I can use, as minute or as little as when you're taking a bike. She used to say that if she's going to where this thing is, she'll tell the bike man to stop here or here. So she won't let the person drop her at her exact location. So that by the time the person is going back to wherever he's going, she's either walking back to like this or she's going like this. So what she was trying to tell me was, you can't trust, you can't put your security in the hands of public transport operators. You understand? Yes, I know sometimes, maybe you're coming from the market, you have a lot of luggage and the person where they are alive, they go market the next time. Because no, it's true, because you don't know who is who. So you don't know which person is in any syndicates that because people do these things in disguise. And it's easier for transport people to be suspected, sadly, because they know areas. Do you understand? They are the ones that know areas, right? So citizens, we have to, yes, I know we've heard so many things. Don't post this on social media. Don't tell us your location. Don't do this, don't do that. I don't know if we want to listen to this, but at the end of the day, in many other areas too, in our everyday life, we should also be security conscious. And security consciousness is not only in terms of kidnapping. Some of us, when we get to any location, we start getting very comfortable. Your phone, you drop it here. Your shoe, you put it here. No. I feel it's in the little things. Because at the end of the day, some people will go, they will leave a place, and then they have to start calling them that, did you know you left your wallet? I'm not saying,
I'm not
saying we shouldn't be jovial. I'm not saying we should be too serious with life, or we should be, but
you should be conscious.
We should be conscious.
That's the word. We should just be conscious. We should be conscious. We should be conscious. When you're going out with your items, you should use a bag that is, because I don't know this thing where we carry one small bag, we'll carry another big bag, we'll carry another big bag.
That's for ladies, actually.
Yes. Just something that is, so that if anything is going to come outside, you know, because you can feel the weight of that thing. I know this example might sound funny to the audience, but it's not actually funny. If you can be conscious with your non-living items, it should not be that difficult to actually be conscious about yourself as well, or even other people that are with you.
You just need to be aware of your environment. Like,
yes, and even suspicious movements.
As I am, I
Suspicious
look into the
movements.
faces of people.
Suspicious movements.
When I see you following me, I'll look into your eyes. Once you see me that I look into your eyes, even though if you have anything ulterior motive to do before, you think I have suspected you. You want to either you back off or strategize. So I look not just going like this. Some people just bow their head down and they will just be going.
And security is not only a night thing, even in the daytime. It's
Anytime,
morning, afternoon,
anytime. especially if you have lived in Lagos for a while, you will be
You
smart.
must be smart, oh. If you live in Lagos and you're not smart,
You will be
something-
smart because
something
in
needs to be done
Lagos you
for
have to
you
be
or done to you.
suspicious of someone coming
Sadly.
ahead of you. You must you must quickly
Yes.
target, notice the walking, notice
Even
notice
if you're
the
in the
dressing.
house
And
and
if you
you're
want to
alone,
learn,
you have
go
to
to
even be
computer
locked.
village.
Even, even if you're inside the house, you just want to step out and buy something, lock the door. There's nothing like it's just this. Lock it. Because
then
you can't
also,
trust anybody.
when
Sadly.
you're traveling, when you're on transit, by every means, just try and share your location.
With
At least
yes,
with-
yes,
with
yes,
Your
yes,
family,
with your family.
yeah.
ones, your
Share
loved
your
ones.
location. If you suspect any funny movement, update your people, update your family, update your friends. People don't update family member that you know that they will not pick calls on time. Honestly, if you
Yes.
know your any of your
Yeah.
siblings, the one that you know that picks their phones are always with them.
Always.
Yes.
Or even if calling might be dangerous, maybe like texts, but that they will read it as quickly as possible. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? There are some situations where they may not be able to call like that. You don't want them to hear you
but
exchanging
then they
conversation.
can
There was a
see your
time that
text.
people, when they are traveling, they will snap the
Yes, the
Plate
plate
number.
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 Yes.
You know, those people, they have upgraded their game.
They use fake plate
They use
numbers
fake
now.
plate number. By the
yes,
time
now.
they get on the road, they just something happened to the car
They'll
behind.
change
They
it.
By the
want to
time
go.
saying,
They've changed the plate number.
Mm.
So what do you?
It's
do you
just
these
do?
really
guys,
sad.
they
It's just
think
really sad.
very
I will still
ahead.
go back to the scripture that says that if God does not build the house,
They never even that build it.
if God does not
Don't watch a
watch
city. The
watch the
watchman
city,
watches in
watches
vain.
So pray, be alert at your own expense, at your own level. Then commit everything to God.
Yes.
If we are Christians,
Yeah, it's
let
not
Holy
a reason
Spirit
to live in
direct us.
fear.
It's not, of course,
Yeah, it's
but
not a
let's
reason to live in
let
fear.
Holy Spirit direct you. Sometimes, as a Christian, you heard don't enter into this, but
Don't
you
start
just feel
it.
like
Don't be
this guy is
stubborn.
fine. This guy is.
Or
is
I'm the
part of
last
it.
passenger.
I'm
Let
the
me
last
just join
passenger.
them.
Let me just. You will now be and I know something was telling me that I should not enter this car. Something was you would know, but you did not listen. So you just have to be aware of the Spirit of God in you, and those who are who are not.
Everyone has intuition. That's what I was going to say. It's all of us may not relate to the Holy Spirit like the way you said it, but everybody has intuition. There are some things that might feel off. If it feels off, then just hold on.
Thank you for that. So I think that's it.
Just pay attention. Yeah.
It's a very serious topic, and one thing I really want on this episode is that you please share with us your comments, share with us the things that you know security measures people can take, and if sadly you probably had one experience or the other with maybe kidnapping or a near kidnapping experience, or you know someone that did, if you don't mind, we would like to also have
read from you.
Yeah,
and
we
if
want
there
to
are
read
things you
from
want to help people point out, you may not be able to share the full story, that's fine, but even if there are things you feel that pointers that people can learn from, please share with us, and we keep praying and hoping for a better and safer environment. And we
pray
see
for
God
dear
helping
country,
us.
Nigeria.
Yes.
We love
yes,
Nigeria.
we do.
We love the government, and we love
Our
everything.
security men.
Yeah.
Yes, they actually do a lot. So till we come your way again, we celebrate Tebiba Media for the beautiful
them to
space.
follow us.
Yes, and we celebrate Tebiba Publisher to our sponsor.
Thank you, Tebiba.
So ensure that you like the video, comment, share, follow us across social media platforms, and subscribe.
Subscribe
to Tebiba TV on YouTube. So we'll come your way again on another episode of Tebiba Podcast. Bye.
Bye.